gets. We had a little downpour as they were getting ready to leave the collecting area just around Luffield and Woodcote. There, car number 5, Tony Smith in his familiar Ferrari 2416.
Thankfully, no further damage as far as I know, and it's back here, and we're very pleased to see it. But a spin for John Spears in the 250F, and he'll try and keep it going. Yes, he does. That was good. Get through the gravel trap onto the grass. Now he's got to try and select a gear, and he's done so, and get back onto the track. So John Spears, a spin at Beckett's.
As he said, driven in period by the French ace Jean Bera. So it is the Monza Annapolis Lister Jag of Rod Jolly that leads the Formula 1 race. I will probably say that again in a moment or two. Rod Jolly is the leader from... who's now moved up to second?
It's Eddie Maguire.
It is Eddie Maguire, isn't it?
And Tony Smith in fact, is...
Yeah.
Yes, Eddie Maguire is in second place, I think.
I thought there was a red car in between them, but no, there isn't. It is, well, there is a red car in between them.
Klaus Lehr.
Yes, Klaus Lehr in the Maserati. So the 250F, car number 248, is in second place. Then the Scarab that started on the front row, that's Eddie Maguire, the white and blue car. Then in fourth place, Tony Smith in the all-red Ferrari Dino, car number 5. Then car number 8 with the other number crossed out, that's Graham Edelman in his 250F. The first, the Cooper Bristols, ahead of the Rubens Barrichello pedalled car number 4. That's Michael Birch in a Rubens Barrichello helmet in his Maserati 4CM. So that's the 30s versus the 50s you're looking at there, generations apart. Car number 4, Maserati 4CM from the 30s, behind Maserati 250F from the 50s.
And I think that's Mark Shaw, a couple of cars back from there. The tip from Eddie Maguire for the win. Mark Shaw in the blue and white Scarab. There he is, number 99. He didn't get a time in qualifying, and he's therefore started right at the back of the grid. He's taking it very steady, making his way through.
He's being cautious there, isn't he? It could be so easy. He's trying to get by John Spires, who came past him, and the slightly upright shape of the Cooper Bristol.
Down into Brooklands they come, and Eddie Maguire being very careful as well. The track is
than these cars do, and these have hundreds more horsepower. We saw yesterday, or possibly more. The U2 Third, Tony Smith in the Ferrari. Fourth is the Scarab of Eddie Maguire. Fifth place is the next 250F, and the battle for sixth, the lead Cooper Bristol versus yet another Maserati. See the Trident at the front of the car, and through goes car number 34. That's come, when did he start? He started right on the front. John Spires, of course, had a spin. And Ian Nuttall in that British Racing green and white nosed Cooper Bristol. pointed to the inside to Mark Shaw. I know you're coming. You come through on that side, Sunbeam, and everybody will be happy.
And the 250F Maserati, such as we see an example there with the yellow nose. For those of you that remember the name Juan Manuel Fangio, acknowledged as one of the greatest racing drivers of all time, he took his final World Championship win in a car like that in 1957 in the Maserati 250F at the daunting Nürburgring Nordschleife, 14 and a bit miles through the forests in Germany, and that was his last win in one of these cars.
And he said afterwards about that race that I've never taken so many risks in my life and I never wish to again. One of the days of days in motorsport. He was definitely outgunned and outperformed in practice by the Silver Arrows and still came through to win it. And there's been some significant wins on the Nürburgring as a Grand Prix circuit against the odds, particularly as the weather got foul. It's a very challenging driver's circuit for everybody. Moving up the order is John Spires, goes back past Tony Smith. And now here comes the better, what is now the better of the two Scarabs. Mark Shaw's got by in the corner. The running nose tail.
He was in family, wasn't he? So a little bit of money behind him.
Didn't they? And they developed the best roads that they could. Took out the IndyCar stagger so that it would turn left towards right, and then brought it to Europe. But again, it was just a little behind the time going right. Ron Jolly's car also was designed for one specific task, and that was the Prix in Monza. So it was designed as a slipstreamer with as much power as they could find from the XK engine, and well, in terms of a lifter, it was fairly slippery, but in terms of goggles painted onto his helmet. Mark Smith now trying to retake that place from Klaus Lehr in the 248 number Maserati. Right battle for place. Ron Jolly away and clears off fire now up to second place, having spun away early on.
Sorry not to see the ERA out today.
Yeah.
I think it was intended to be entered in this race. We saw it yesterday, but maybe he wasn't only planning to be here for the one day. That was the great British effort pre-war and immediately post-war. Before development continued with other cars.
It would have been great to see Mark Gillies in the ERA R3A up against the Maseratis as well, because again, that's period correct, that battle. And here the 250F had been sort of superseded by the time this car, the 2416 arrived in 1960, and the Scarab had been left behind as well. The Cooper Bristols were relics of the early 50s by that stage. They served their purpose in period. You can see the difference, you can almost see the generational difference between the full Maserati low line
looking at these cars, 1960, 59, 60, the Ferrari, as you say, the later front-engine car, 1960, but fully 3 years before that, Cooper had launched the T41, which we will see in the rear-engine race. So they were racing rear-engine cars, fully 2.5 to 3 years. And it was an absolute step change. Jack Brabham was the first winner of in a rear-engine car. First race was at Monaco in 1947. So yes, we had rear-engine cars pre-war, of course, with the Auto Union, the massive 6-litre cars. But for post-war racing, it was Cooper that led the way.
We have a change in track conditions there because John Spires, who led early and spun away down to 6th position, just passed Rob Jolly for the lead, ran wide out of Stone. Jolly came back at him, but Mark Shaw is right there as well. So this is your 3-car lead battle. John Spires goes through in the 250F, and Rob Jolly, by most judgments, that Lister Mons Annapolis Jack should not be winning a Formula 1 race against opposition like this. Makes the best of the recognition. But now, as he's obviously starting to really turn, fastest lap of the race, and up to 2nd place, Mark Shaw in the Offenhauser engine Scarab. 2 minutes 50.4. Fastest race lap for Ron Jolly was a 2:58.4. That's when everybody else was doing 3-minute laps. Fastest lap for John Spires, 2:53.0. So the quickest car by a margin is the low-slung blue and white Roadster, the Scarab, car number 99, that is currently in 2nd place. 2.5 minutes left, so this lap, they're going to win another one, aren't they? Fighting the old front-engine cars with a newer device, and look how much lower and sleeker it looks by catting that engine almost